Okay, well, first of all, ladies, congratulations on Is God Is. The off-Broadway play, incredible, and really dives into some intense topics, and now we're going to see it adapted for the screen. So for the folks at home who've not seen the theatrical production, tell us about Is God Is.
Is God Is a thriller mixed in with a little spaghetti western, mixed in with like the great Odyssey, the great road trip story, and it follows two young women.
My daughters.
Your daughters.
Yes,
Okay, you love your daughters.
Anaya and Racine, and they are on a quest to fulfill their mother's dying wish, which is to kill their father. And our mother is God, aka Vivica A. Fox.
I mean, it checks out, if I'm being honest. Yes.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer and it came up, Vivica A. Fox is God. I was just like, wow, it's just so wonderful. And I'm so happy. Our director, Alicia Harris, we shot in New Orleans. Yeah, we shot in New Orleans, and she was so detailed. She's a first-time director, and the cast is just incredible.
Yeah, and Sterling K. Brown being part of the project.
Janelle Monáe, Erica Alexander.
Yes, we got a stellar cast.
Incredible. Wait, so what was it like when the cameras weren't rolling with such an incredible cast, so many names we love?
Love. It was actually love and respect.
Good.
Like mad respect.
And teaching moments too. I remember we had a moment with Michael T in the car after we were done with him and Vivica, where we had a little drink after.
Okay. What were we drinking?
You know what I mean? Bonding. It was bonding after a very long day.
Amen.
And don't forget, we had to deal with prosthetics as well too.
That's true.
So
That's
it was definitely a process. But I think our director, Alicia, she was so detailed because this is her play that went now. Imagine that, doing a small play that now has been turned into a major feature with a stellar cast.
Wow.
This is like a dream come true. But she was so prepared and she was so detail oriented that it was refreshing for me. It really was, to work with a female director who knew exactly what she wanted.
Yeah. And exactly what you want to, and it's interesting because Is God Is, when I saw it in 2018 at Soho Rep, it was a cult play. Like, it became a cult play all around the nation. And once a play gets a production in New York City and it got produced all around the country. I mean, she won the Obie for this play, which is a very prestigious off-Broadway award. But even as a first-time director, Alicia Harris you would never guess, because she was so clear. As to how she wanted every shot to look like, what she wanted us to do. I mean, it was like a labor of love for her, and we felt it, and we respect that. I mean, I hold her in such high regard because of the way that set was. It was respect, it was love, and we knew what we were doing.
It was definitely family oriented. It really was. We all were hanging out, New Orleans, and just we fellowshiped together and bonded together, and it was all out of respect for Alicia because she knew exactly what she wanted.
Incredible. Now, we're here at CinemaCon, of course. We're celebrating film. This started in a theater. There's something so intimate and beautiful about theater. There's something that can be intimate and beautiful about movie theaters also, just being in fellowship, perhaps, together, experiencing, it's about to be the word of the night at this point. So why is this a perfect film to experience in the theaters?
Gosh, I'm glad that everyone's going back to the theater, and it's the experience of it. This is, to me, it's kind of like a Tarantino film meets Thelma and Louise with amazing actors, and how she used the cinematography more than anything else. It's so beautiful, and you must see it in a theater.
The aesthetic, the visual aesthetic it's very rare that you have incredibly visceral experiences watching something. And like the way that every shot is literally stacked, you're going to have a visual, for lack of a better word, experience throughout this film. Also, I feel like Alicia's inspirations in the film, it's as if, we're going back to filmmaking at its core. She's following some very as well as creating a very new vibe. This is like a very new, bold voice, and to see Black faces in this Black world and on this Black journey with these Black women who have gone through a lot. It deserves to be seen in a theater. Like, you would want to actually see this in a theater. If it happens so that you stream it too, great. But we want for you to be in the space. And I like to think of the theatrical space. We said it before, but it's like a communal vibration with people. It's a church. I'm on the stage, pretty much 6 days a week in New York City. And you never get that experience again, ever. No matter how many shows you do a week, it is like 8 shows a week. Every show is going to be different because there's a different group of people in the audience. So,
and I would add too that the movie itself is based off of a structure of theater. Yes. It is a Greek tragedy. It is an Odyssey. Yeah. So everything that happens in the story is a chapter. And as you're building the chapter, you're looking to your left and your right. Even when I'm like reading the script, you can feel it build. You can feel emotions. You can feel tears. You can feel laughs. You can feel every second of the story. And that's something you would want to share. It was meant to be shared with people.
Wow. Woo. Yeah. Okay. We are preaching tonight. Yeah. The passion is coming through and it's clear. The story is incredible.
Everyone showed up with their A game.
Yes. You can tell. You can tell.
We're so excited for everyone to have this experience of Is God Is. Come check us out, y'all.